Our course title is known as Computer Graphics and Animation. Our course code is CTE 435 week 2. So basic components of interactive computer graphics. As we said earlier, they are active. We have input device. So under input device we have mouse, scanner and keyboard. So let's take a look of mouse. A mouse is nothing but input device that allow individual to navigate from one icon to another of the system, and also provide a means of right clicking and left clicking so that we can enhance our communication with the system. So we have a scanner. A scanner is a device that allows you to provide a physical document or images or even objects and convert them into a digital format that can be viewed, edited and stored on a computer system. Let me also give a scenario with a normal handout. When I have a hard copy of handout which I intended to use scanner to have a soft copy, I have to input them on my scanner. After it has scanned, I will be able to have a soft copy which will be on my phone, and I can also manipulate those materials. So we have a keyboard. A keyboard is also an input device which contains 101 buttons that allow individual to input data and information. We can put text, commands, numbers and so on. It also has sensor that transmit those data and information you input directly to the central processing unit. So output devices, we have printer, projector and monitor. With the help of printer, it allows us to have a hard copy document from our systems. We have a projector. A projector is nothing but an output device that provides a means of visualization for large audience. If an event occurs whereby there is multiple individuals there, so whatever we are to do, we wanted to make sure that those audience will be able to view those events we are doing. We can implement a projector so that it can emit light on a surface, then it will now provide a shape of a large monitor that individual will be able to watch whatever is going on. So let's take a look of monitor, which each and everyone know that it is nothing but an output device that allow us to view images or pictures on a screen. Let's take a look of conceptual framework. A conceptual framework is a tool that organizes ideas and shows how they related to each other. It can be used in many different types of work, including research, accounting and sustainable reporting that is important to individual. So application program maps all application object to image by involving graphic system. So graphic library service as intermediate in between application program and display unit. So we also have input and output devices. So let's take a look of this diagram, which is known as conceptual framework for interactive computer graphics. So the word CG refers to computer graphics. So let's look at the first icon, which is known as application model database. So an application model data functions as a structured representation of the data used within a specific applications. So let's take a look of the second one, application program, also known as application software. It is a computer program that performs a specific task given to it. Then we have graphics library. So the function of this graphics library, it can help things like drawing shapes, images, and provide animation. Animation is the process of making an image to move from one place to another. Then we have graphics system slash GPU. So the graphics system is a display adapter which connect those hardware. As we can see, there are adapter located on those graphics system so that individual will be able to connect with the computer system. Input devices. Input devices are the hardware that is used to transfer input to the computer. The data can be in form of text, video, or graphics and sound. Regards to the text, individual will be able to input data and information. So video, you can visualize whatever event is going on. Then graphics and sound is a process whereby you can view and listen to the sound, which is the part of the output. So output devices display data from the memory. It can be text, numeric data, line, polygon, and other items. Text can either be in form of message. Then numeric data, there are vital data that provide numeric numbers which are replaced as arithmetic and logic unit in computing. Then we have lines and polygon and other items. Polygon are also shapes that individual uses in terms of creating designs. Processing in human acceptable form. Input, which is IP, refers to the input. So this is the input device. The input device allows individual to input vital data and informations into the computer system. Then we have the CPU, which is known as central processing unit, and the memory unit. The central processing unit is the brain of the computer. All data and instructions are executed on this central processing unit in order for individual to have a meaningful output. All other components and their functions are also embedded on this central processing unit. Then we have the memory. A memory is nothing but a storage that allows individual to store vital data and information. So these output devices, the acronym is known as OP. So the output devices provide means of visualization of images, videos, and so on. So this is the output results of processing in human acceptable form. This is the only process that a human being will be able to accept the way to use computer system, from input to the central processing unit, then after central processing unit to storage. Why they join central processing unit and memory here is that the storage is embedded on a central processing unit, so they are in the same chips. Examples of input devices: we have keyboard. It contains 101 keys. It is used to enter letters, numbers, characters, commands into the computer system, and the computer system will be able to provide a response to the input items. So mouse, it is a pointing device. It is used for right click, double click, and left click, and it allows individual to navigate through cursor of the screen from one point to another. We have trackball. It is a pointing device. It can move in two directions, either up and down or left and right. It is used in notebooks or laptops most times. So joysticks is a handheld input device used to control the movement of actions of a digital object on a computer screen. Then we now have spaceball. It is also pointing device. It moves in 6 directions. It is used in 3D animation and computer aided design. So We also have voice recognition. Whenever you input data, it will be able to store them and record them, so that whenever you intended to use those speech, you can play them back. Examples of input devices: we have image scanner. An image scanner, also known as a digital scanner, it is a device that converts physical images or objects or document into a digital format. The physical images can be a paper or a template, which it is in form of a book, where we insert them on our scanner. We are going to have the same inputs we inputted of those items on our screen of the computer system. So it is done with the help of scanner. Then scanner use a light source and a photosynthesis sensor to capture the content of an image. Whenever we input them, there is a light on the scanner that goes around those images. So those sensors have been embedded with the capability of transforming those physical document to digital document. So touch screen, it is a display that allows users to interact with the content on the screen of our computer system. Example, we can use a cell phone, Android, as an example. You will be able to interact with it. They have provided a sensor for you that will do so. So we have touch screens are more intuitive and direct than a traditional input devices like keyboards and mic. So light pen, it is an input device shaped device that uses light to interact with a computer display screen. With the help of light pen, you will be able to interact with your computer system. You will be able to be touching those icons on your screen and it will be reflecting. So a light pen has a photocell. It is chip that dictates changes in brightness on the screen of our computer systems.